What's up, guys? I'm just thinking about something. High blood pressure. High blood pressure. Now, I always get on here and talk about black seed oil and the amazing properties of black seed oil, the uh, thyme, thymoquinone, and the hydrothymoquinone, and how it has antioxidant properties, anti-inflammatory properties, and anti-cancer properties. But I was talking to my wife the other day, and I started to think, hmm, high blood pressure. How does black seed oil affect high blood pressure? So I figured I'd do a little bit of research on high blood pressure, but more specifically, the pills that she takes for high blood pressure. These pills right here, the Lisinopril and the hydrochlorothiazide. I think that's how you say that. Hydrochlorothiazide. Yeah. So the lisinopril and the hydrochlorothiazide. And you know me, I'm a researcher, so I wanted to do a little bit of researching and just to see what's actually in here. So I did a little researching, and I came up with a nice little tidbit of information. Now I'm gonna try to pronounce these words. I don't know. I don't know if I'm pronouncing them right, but I'll do the best that I can with it. So for all of you that are taking the lisinopril and hydrochlorothiazide, this may be some interesting information to you. So let's get into it. Okay, so hydrochlorothiazide, hydrochlorothiazide. All right, 10 milligrams of that high blood pressure medicine. So the ingredients. What are the ingredients in this little pill? And it's a very small pill. Okay, so how small that is. Yeah, that's pretty small. Small pill packs a whole lot of power though. So the first thing that I found that's inside of this pill is something called colloidal silicone dioxide, and it's really called silicone dioxide, but it's known as colloidal silicone dioxide. Has many uses in tablet making. Some include an anti-cracking agent, an absorbent, a disintegrant, or glidant to allow powder to freely flow when tablets are processed. So basically what it's saying is it's a chemical that allows the pill to flow. But I found one thing about this particular carcinogen. Yeah, a carcinogen. It causes cancer. Now they say it's in small doses, but I kind of look at it like this. Yeah, one pill won't hurt you. Maybe 30 pills, because you take it every day, won't hurt you. But over the span of 10 years, how about 1,700 or 4,000 of them? 3,000, I think, 3,000 something, around 4,000. yeah, your body's going to react to that some type of way, and it's probably going to be a negative reaction. All right, I'll move on. So the next ingredient in this little pill. Now, I started with the hydrochlorothiazide. That's the that is the because the pill has two main ingredients. The first one is the lisinopril, which is the blood pressure reducer, and the second one which is the hydrochlorothiazide. That is a fluid pill. That's the fluid part. It's supposed to eliminate the fluid. So we're talking about the fluid pill side. So the next ingredient is magnesium stearate. It says that it's a fine powder that sticks to your skin and is easy to the touch. It's a simple salt made of two substances, a saturated fat called stearic, stearic acid, and the mineral magnesium. Stearic acid can also be found in many foods such as chicken and eggs. Well, okay, so if you're eating eggs, okay, eggs aren't good for you. Any type of, if you talk to any vegan or any vegetarian, they'll tell you, anything that comes from an animal, we humans are not supposed to be consuming it because it doesn't really break down in the body. It doesn't get absorbed into the body. Just the bad stuff does. But so this magnesium citrate, yeah, probably not good. And you can check this stuff out later. Pull it up. Magnesium stearate. That's what it's called. All right. The next chemical is the microcrystalline cellulose, MCC, microcrystalline cellulose. It says it's a term used for wood pulp. Wood pulp. Wood. Wood and the stuff that flies off. Pulp. Wood pulp. And it is used as a texturizer, an anti-cracking agent, a fat substitute, an emulsifier, an extender, and a bulking agent in food production. The most common form is used in vitamin supplements and tablets. I used to hear a while ago about this cheese, Parmesan cheese. I mean, if you like pizza, I don't like pizza, or noodles. I don't like noodles. When you shake the Parmesan cheese on it, people would say that some of it is cheese, but most of it is wood pulp. Go figure. So, but it's refined wood pulp, refined. So, man has taken this wood pulp and made it into something, put some chemicals in it, and made it edible, and it's actually used to hold the pill together. It's kind of like a glue. So just like the magnesium stearate, it keeps it together, keeps the pill together, and also the microcrystalline cellulose keeps the pill together. All right. The next ingredient is the pre-gelatinized starch. Now, pre-gelatinized. Pre-gelatinized. Okay, so somebody's been messing with something. This is funny. All right, what it says is it's derived primarily from corn. Corn has been cooked and then dried. Instant pudding, pie fillings, soup mixes. Can't make this stuff up, man. Salad dressing, candy, often containing pre-gelatinized carbohydrates, used as a texturizer, again, a texturizer and or binder. Yeah, you can't pull that. Keeps the pill together. So Yeah, I'm going. It says that it's a starch. Okay, it's a starch, and it's pre-gelatinized starch, dried cooked starch, are highly digestible. Highly digestible. Okay, it is a processed process. So take a little bit of this, take a little bit of that, and take a little bit of this, and from here, and I'll mesh it together, and do this, slap this, and roll that, and add a little, sprinkle a little bit of this, and you'll add some of this, and boom, got it. It's stuck now. Can't come apart. So, yeah, it's a binder, and it is typically derived from corn, waxy corn, potato, or what is this? Tapokia? I don't know what that is. Tapokia. It has nothing to do with gelatin. Really nothing to do with gelatin. But they say it is safe for vegetarians and vegans. I'm trying to go vegan. I'm still on chicken. You know, I may not be a full-time vegan though. I'm trying to do the chicken thing. But one word that comes to mind when it comes to the pre-gelatinized starch is a bioadhesive. So pre-gelatinized starch is a binder, a bioadhesive. Really, it's a glue. Okay, and here's the last one. Here's the last one. This is called sodium lauryl sulfate. Sodium lauryl, Lauryl, sulfate. Now, where does that come from? Because that has been a question. Now, I'm still talking about the high blood pressure pills, the hydrochlorothiazide, the fluid pill side. All right, listen to what it says. Somebody asked the question, what if the label says the ingredients come from coconut? Coconuts are good, right? Yeah. Natural? Yeah. Organic? Yeah. Coconut. It's good for you, right? Yes. Coconut oil. Very good. Very healthy. If you don't have coconut oil in your apothecary or in your cabinet, you need to be on coconut oil. Get off that, vegetable oil. That's some bad stuff. Bad stuff. Coconut oil. Or you can use black seed oil. Use that too. Okay, so look at what it says. It says, okay, let me read to you what it says. What they're talking about here is where they're getting the raw materials from. In this case, the lauryl alcohol. Getting back to chemistry, SLS is synthesized in the lab by treating lauryl alcohol with sulfur trioxide gas or chlorosulfuric acid. Lauryl alcohol can come from petroleum, but it can also come from coconut oil. Yes, it can come from coconut oil. The oil is put through an elaborate process. Here we go. Add a little bit of this, add a little bit of that, mash it down, flip it up, rub it down, roll it, sprinkle, put it together, bind it, got it. Won't come apart. All right, so it's put through an elaborate process. However, that liberates the fatty acids, then hydrogenizes the oil, then pulls out the lauryl alcohol. No matter where the alcohol comes from, it's still mixed with the other chemicals to produce SLS. SLS is sodium lauryl sulfate, or SLES, or other forms of the ingredient. The result is still a chemical that is a long way from the original coconut oil. You can take raw organic ingredients and put it through a chemical process, breaking everything down, and then adding this and adding that, and then trying to serve it up on a pretty dish. It is not the same where it started or when you started. It's not the same. It's something totally different. But It says, da, 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 we may feel better having something that originated from coconut oil rather than from petroleum, but that doesn't mean that the chemical will not be irritating to the skin or hair, or that it will be contaminated from manufacturing processes. Because we all know that things that come from manufacturers are clean. They're the top pure USDA grade A. Yeah, right. No. Okay, so how can we be sure of the extent of the contamination? We have no way of knowing. Companies can vacuum strip ingredients to take the 1,4 dioxin out, but you won't find anything else on the label telling you whether or not they did that. The whole coconut derived or from coconut oil, quote, or whatever verbiage you see on the label is that marketing gimmick to make you believe that somehow the ingredients is more natural. Don't fall for it. Choose instead products that have real natural ingredients rather than chemicals they're trying to pass off as more natural. This particular chemical, sodium lauryl sulfate, when they're done with it, it's an eye and a skin irritant. Okay, so we have one, two, three, four, five major ingredients: colloidal silicone dioxide, magnesium stearate, microcrystalline cellulose (MCC), pre-gelatinized starch, and sodium lauryl sulfate. Five ingredients. Let me tell you the words for all these ingredients. Number one, carcinogen, cancer-causing agent. Number two, a binder or adhesive or glue. Number three, wood pulp, glue. Number four, a bioadhesive, glue. And number five, eye and skin irritant. That, friends, is the hydrochlorothiazide that is in Lisinopril. Now, the ingredients for Lisinopril: calcium phosphate. Calcium phosphate. Tricalcium phosphate is not a good option for people with kidney disease. Most people many, if not all, most people who have high blood pressure probably has kidney disease. Now, when I say kidney disease, I don't mean I don't get out of your head this big disease. No, disease. If you look up the Greek and Latin for that the term, dis means no. Dis, dis, it simply means no. And ease, disease, ease means no ease. No ease. You're whatever part of the body that you're having a problem with, there is no ease there. There is no what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I'll come back to it. Yeah, this is a raw video. This is straight raw, no edits, no music. The kid is hollering in the background. This is straight raw because I just wanted to come on and do a raw video. You have no ease in your body as it pertains to whatever issue you're having, whether it's kidney, whether it's your lymphatic system, your spleen, your lymph nodes, whether it's your liver, whether it's your heart, whether it's your blood vessels, whether it's your pancreas, colon, abdominal, intestines, large intestines, small intestines, nervous system, cardiovascular system, whatever. You don't have ease there. You're not. You have an issue there. Okay, so that's all that simply means. And most people that have high blood pressure, there's a problem with the kidneys, especially if you're retaining fluid. Your kidneys are not filtering out everything, and your lymphatic system is compromised because we know that our blood is pumped through the body, through the circulatory system by the heart. Okay, the heart takes care of that. But for your lymphatic system, there is no pump. There is nothing that is moving those chemicals or trying to pass them through your spleen. There's nothing that's pushing your lymphatic system. That's why with your lymphatic system, you actually have to be moving. If you're running, jumping, jump roping, a lot of people go and get a trampoline, one of those little round trampolines, and they just get on that puppy 5 minutes a day because that's what pushes your gravity pushes stuff through your lymphatic system. That's why when you run and you sweat, you know those all the foods that we eat, the GMOs, the pesticides, the chemicals that gets into your bloodstream, it goes into your lymphatic system, but there's nothing in your lymphatic system to push the thing through. So when you exercise and you sweat, it's pushing through your lymphatic system. It gets into your lymphatic system, and then different parts of your lymphatic system have the lymph nodes, the little round things. You'll see them, they're all over your lymphatic system. Well, that's supposed to weed out toxins. So when all this stuff passes through the lymphatic brain stem and it gets to that lymph node, that lymph node is a filter. It's a filtration system. So when you sweat, it goes through the vein into the lymph nodes, out, and then you start sweating out toxins. That's why when people are detoxing and what have you, the breath is very, very strong. There's a distinct odor. Your stool is very, very, there's a distinct odor there. Even when you sweat, it's coming out of your pores. So that's your lymphatic system. And that's what your lymphatic system is supposed to do. It's supposed to take those pesticides, GMOs, and all that stuff out of your body, along with the liver. The liver is supposed to get all the toxins out of your body. So if you're having liver problems, yeah, it's not gonna do what it's supposed to do, in that it's supposed to filter out those toxins in your blood. And if it's not filtering out toxins in your blood, it's going in your kidneys, and your kidneys are not filtering out what's supposed to be filtered out for your urinary system. So you got a whole bunch of problems. So when you start taking this hydrochlorothiazide, now that pill, that ingredient with the colloidal silicone dioxide, magnesium citrate, stearate, microcrystalline cellulose, and the pre-gelatinized starch, and the sodium lauryl sulfate, that now forces your body. It starts to force your body to do stuff that it's supposed to do. But when you force in one area of the body to do something and the other body is not doing what it's supposed to do, you got a block now. You got a blockage. Whether it's in the kidney, whether it's in the liver, whether it's in the lymphatic system, whether it's in the small intestines, large intestines, or the colon. That's why when you do a colon or you do a cleanse, you can't just do one cleanse. There are 3 major cleanses you have to do at the same time if you want to do the proper cleanse. I'll talk about that in another video. So back to this. Lisinopril, calcium phosphate. This is important. This is important because high levels of phosphorus can affect the levels of calcium in the body, sometimes making bones brittle and weak. Mannitol, that is another ingredient that is in lisinopril. Large doses, mannitol increases excretion of sodium and potassium. Initially, mannitol accurately raises plasma and extracellular osmolality. Sound like osmolality, but yeah, osmolality. Yeah, which leads to an increase in circulating blood volume. Okay, so now we got an extraordinary amount of blood being circulated now. So we got pressure now. All right, this leads to an increase in stroke volume, cardiac output, and blood pressure. There we go, because you got that increase, the increase of blood that's going to be pushing on the walls, on the arterial walls. It is generally recognized as safe. Yeah. Used as an additive to food, a food additive, and is incorporated in numerous categories of food products and medicines. It increases blood glucose to a lesser extent than sucrose. So it's most commonly used as a sweetener. Okay, yeah, so now we got a sweetener. Somebody that has high blood pressure and have that's taking insulin, well, they may not be able to take the Lisinopril because yeah, it has a sweetener in it. And if you're taking insulin, you don't need any help with adding sugar because yeah, that's your problem. The next ingredient is magnesium stearate again. There we go. Fine white powder that sticks to your skin, is greasy to touch. It's a simple salt made of two substances called saturated fat. Uh, a saturated fat that's called stearic acid and the mineral magnesium. So again, we have the binder. We have something that's going to make it. Yeah, okay, we got that. Well, yeah, not good. And last ingredient, of course, is starch. Starch. Yeah, well, what does it say? Many sugar molecules linked together is a polysaccharide. Saccharide. Starch is therefore a polysaccharide. Specifically, starch is composed of this starch is composed of sugar glucose. Glucose is a sugar molecule made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen with a chemical base formula of C6H1206 for all you chem majors. Chem majors. Well, so in essence, it's a sugar. It's a sugar. So we have the calcium phosphate that affects your kidneys, not in a good way either, in a bad way. You have the mannitol. Mannitol is used as a sweetener. It's a sweetener, and magnesium stearate binder, and you have the starch, which is another sugar. So you got two sugars. Yeah. I just don't see this being something good, especially going back to the hydrochlorothiazide. That my major thing was that carcinogen. It's it's a cancer causing agent. So I told my wife I was taking black seed oil, and it was said to lower blood pressure, and and so she said, "Well, I want to take it too." You know, I was happy about that. Cool. You want to take the uh, the black seed oil uh, with your high blood pressure? Okay. So we did. She started taking it, and I think after a day or so, you know, her blood pressure was lowered substantially. And the next day, you know, I just let her go and do her thing. The next day, she said she was feeling lightheaded. So I'm like, really? Wow, what's going on? She said she was feeling lightheaded. She was feeling faint. I said, okay, something's not right. So I said, okay, tell me exactly what you're doing. She called me at work. Tell me exactly what you're doing. She said, okay, well, I got up, took the black seed oil, and I ate, and I started doing some other things, had to run some errands and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like sitting myself like, something's not right. That can't be right. So I said, are you sure that's every single thing you're doing? That's everything. She said, okay, well, let me think about it again. I got up, you know, I took my shower, I took the black seed oil, I ate something, and then bing, I took my blood pressure medicine. I said, boom, there's your culprit. That's your problem. You can't take your blood pressure medicine with black seed oil. Your blood pressure medicine lowers your blood pressure. Once you take the black seed oil, it's gonna come to that point right there and lower it some more. So her blood pressure was extremely low. I mean, I think I remember 70 or 80 something over 60 something or something like that. I don't even know if that's right, but I remember something like that. And I said, yeah. So you got a decision to make. You're either going to take the black seed oil or you're going to take the lisinopril. And so she decided, okay, I'm not going to take the lisinopril. I'm not going to take the lisinopril. And and I think at the time she was taking the pills, the black seed oil pills, because the taste. If you've watched any of my other videos, the taste of the black seed oil, man, it's strong. You got to be a boss to take it straight. Yeah, I did it once or twice, but yeah, I had to come up with something else, and I did. But that's going to be another video. So she started taking it, just the pills, and the blood pressure came down, fluctuated a little bit. I don't really recommend the pills because, well, I don't know. I've taken the pills once, and yeah, they work, but it seemed to me that the pills are less potent than taking the actual oil, and so she did that for a little while. And after, I think just maybe last week, she started back taking the oil. And oh yeah, there's another thing. When she was taking the pills and the oil the first time, the blood pressure went down. But after a few days or so, she started getting fluid, in her ankles. And you know how you women feel about your ankles. They have to be this thin. But so she said she didn't have any pain or anything like that, but she said that she didn't want to have the ankle swelling. So she got on the pills, the black seed oil pills, and started taking her blood pressure medicine again, and that canceled it. She wasn't lightheaded or anything, and that's why I say I don't think the pills are as potent, because she was taking the pills, the black seed oil pills, and the lisinopril, and her blood pressure was fine, and the swelling that went away also. But now that she's back fully on the oil, um, because I got another black seed oil. I don't have the well, what we were using was the amazing herbs, but I'll talk about that in another video. So she got back on the black seed oil straight, and I think this has been about 3 or 4 days. She hadn't said anything about any swelling in her ankle. But if there is swelling in the ankle, and I'll deal with this in another video, there are some other herbs. There are some other herbs that you can add to the black seed oil to target the retention, the water retention, or the fluid retention, that'll really knock that out real quick. But I'll deal with that in another. Of course, I'm going to say that. So you have to check back. So I just wanted to come on here. It's been about 30, almost 35 minutes to talk about high blood pressure and black seed oil. If you have high blood pressure and you're taking lisinopril and hydrochlorothiazide, you may want to listen to this video. And my wife is doing fine now. She's not taking the lisinopril and the hydrochlorothiazide anymore. She's taking black seed oil straight, the oil form, not the pill. She's taking that straight. She's taking a teaspoon in the morning. She's mixing it with something. I know she's mixing it with something, but she has honey. She mixes it with cinnamon. Cinnamon is a good one, a really, really good one. Cinnamon is a good one. Organic honey, raw, unrefined. She's also mixing that with, I want to say she mixes it with peppermint tea, because I think I still have some peppermint tea left. So she's doing fine with it, and I don't think she's gonna be back on the lisinopril anymore. My goal is to have her on it for a month, and then go back to your doctor and let your doctor confirm that everything is well. I already know. We both already know because we have a blood pressure cup here that we use to check her blood, and it's normal. It's a little bit low. It's low, so I want her to go back to the doctor and let the doctor say, "Hey, you're good to go. What are you doing?" And I want her to say, yeah, "Black seed oil," and I want him to say, "Oh, hmm, okay, well, yeah, that is a good program. That's good because my wife will not be strung out on Skittles. These are Skittles. No, I'm not dealing with it. So I hope this video is helpful to those of you who may be dealing with high blood pressure, water retention, with or who's taking lisinopril. Um, you might want to try the black seed oil, see how it works out for you. If you can get past the taste, that's cool. If not, you can go check out some of my other videos because I talked about exactly how you mix it, the proportions, and you can mix it and it'll work a whole lot better for you. I promise it'll work a whole lot better. And then later on, I'm going to do another video that talks about this new black seed oil that I have. Amazing Herbs is great. Don't get me wrong. Amazing Herbs is great. But you got to get that taste. You got to get past the taste. And a lot of people can't get past the taste. It is an acquired taste that I never acquired. So I had to find something else that I was going to be able to take continuously and not force myself to stomach something that really didn't taste too good to me. So, but remember, it is an oil. It's an oil. So um, I hope the video helps. If it helps, please like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel, Herbal Fitness for Life, Herbal Dash Fitness, the number 4 Life, and hit the notification button so whenever I do videos, you guys will see it and you'll get the notification and you'll be well informed. So until the next video, here's to our health.